Alrighty guys, I'm gonna get straight in this video. There's gonna be no intro because I'm very, very tired. Let's get straight into it. Let's see what levels we're looking at, what the order flow is saying, and where we were last video. So if you've been following my trail of videos, I've been extremely bearish since the top here, saying lower is coming. We've now hit major target levels. Now I'm gonna be discussing if I think this is the bottom and what we're gonna do from here, okay? So last video I did, let's have a look where we were. I believe we were sitting at around 104. So since then, we've dropped another 5%, right? Taking out the lows of liquidity, which I've been speaking about this entire time. So let's throw on our levels. We got a monthly here and a monthly there. So very low, 82K irrelevant at this point. Swing low, we still have one more swing low at 98,000. We still have a nice fair value gap at around this level. We have a very nice volume node down a bit lower. We have Fibonacci retracement around about 94. And we have, yeah, obviously that swing low was there too. So what are we looking at? And is this a good candidate for a bottom? The reality of this situation is I gave a very big box. I said here was going to be significant support. And we actually did find support coming in at these lows. It wasn't anything strong. That's why I did not take a position. I did, however, take a scalp long at this low because we took out the highs, took out the lows, sorry, and we had a local bounce. What did I go off for this specific trade? I actually did. I actually traded this 3 drives pattern here. So I did this trade. It was a very small scalp. It was about, I didn't get the whole thing. So it was about 8.8%. I didn't trade any of this. I haven't even entered any more longs since then because the order flow just looks a bit suspicious to me. So, is this a good candidate for a low? I truly believe anything inside here is a good candidate for low. I do believe this is a good candidate for the low. I also believe we have some very, very good levels beneath this low. And I'm suspicious that price might actually drag out and then take them out. So I'm cautiously optimistic right now, right? So I'm not jumping into any longs. If we do have like a major breakout and take out these highs, then a retest back into a nice spot here, then I'll look for an entry, suggesting order flow could be a good, because obviously it's not going to be a candle like that for the most part, right? Yeah, so that's what I'm looking at. Let's have a look at the order flow. I'm just really tired, guys, today. It's not a normal day for me. Yeah, so positions are closing. 100 million, 10 mil, 9 mil, 7, 10, 13, 20. You've got longs entering, longs closing, longs entering, longs closing. So literally nothing. There is no fuel for this move. It's just very consolidated right now, I would say. Nothing alarms. Nothing to me is saying we rocket from here. Although, like I said, it's a good level. I've been saying this the entire time. So from like a technical pivot perspective, it's actually pretty good. That being said, you got to weigh in all the factors, right, before you obviously get into a position. What are we looking at here? We're coming into an exhausted territory. But, you know, we can do one of these things, right? Where you consolidate down, make a few more bubbles down, do a bit of that. Well, we form our weekly cycle low. Like, nonetheless, though, it's not a bad region. Like, I'm not going to sit here and criticize this at all. What I'm interested in is the weekly, because the weekly's always been pretty good. You had 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, it was a bit choppy this way. We might see something that looks like this. That was choppy there too. Yeah. Sentiment's also through the gutters right now. So that's always good. I just think, like, realistically, we might just do something like, let's have a look at this price action. We might do something like this. Come up, fake out, come down, range, come down, stop everyone out, then go up. That's a rough schematic about what I probably expect to happen. I don't know. I'm not really I'm not really a fan of this movement right here. Although it probably will break to the upside for a little bit. We'll have to see how it pans out. But just looking at, let's see where our pivots are from a volume anchored VWAP. High, this high too. It's important. This one. Sorry. Wrong tool. Yeah, we're just ranging off that. Yeah, if we claim this, you'd expect this high to be taken out. So, see what happens with price locally. Then obviously you got this one coming in around probably like 104, 200. Okay. Other than that, I would say the biggest level we have is going to be the right here. $96,000 is the biggest level in my eyes. So if we front run that now, there's potential for it. And I'll enter on the impulse retest up, or we resume down. And I'm just going to take a trade down here. That's what I'm looking at, really. If there's a nice, really big spike into resistance, then I'll probably take a short, based on the fact that we've changed market structure from bearish market structure locally. So the bias on a midterm perspective is now bearish. We zoom out to daily, we're still in bullish price action. As long as I say this low, as long as this low's not taken out, that's 74,000. So that's really not good. Sorry. Yeah. What I would also look at is I'd view this as a range. I'd view this as a range right here. I think this will still have significance because you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2. That was in the region here. That was obviously a bit higher. Come out, fake down, boom, here, then reclaim. So that would be like a rough look at what I would sort of expect. Yeah, so other than that, that's about it, guys. So really, let me just summarize everything. I need to sleep. I'm so tired. If I were to summarize it, I would say best support here. Okay support. Like this, and then the bit that's more lighter. So the bit that's more transparent is like the weaker support. The bit that's dark, like more, the opacity is more strong or weaker, I guess. That would be the one with more strength, because you've taken out that low, you go to the fair value gap. Yeah, it's just a good level, right? So, and the order flow just isn't painting a strong picture. So, I don't know. I remain cautiously optimistic. If you're looking for spot buys, I do think it'll be solid, but I'm gonna wait for my perpetual trades. There's literally no harm lost in just waiting. So, being patient, not being a little FOMO bug, and yeah, that's about it. All right, guys, see you later. I'll make a better quality video in the next few days. Anyway, for now, bye bye.